Are you hearing that, Bruce?
Yeah.
Okay.
time is that?
Let's see what the great Patrick Mahomes will do on this play.
But before we can talk about how great Patrick Mahomes is, we have a flag on the play.
Before the ball with snap pass interference on the defense, numbers 1, 2, and 3. By rule, the great and powerful Patrick Mahomes will elect where to place the ball. Hail Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, it's now 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Ball is snapped.
Man, look at the way Patrick Mahomes handed off that ball. Superb technique.
But let's check out the flag on the play.
During the play, personal foul, violating Patrick Mahomes' personal bubble. The result of the play is first down, touchdown, and Chiefs win by 50 points. Hail Patrick Mahomes.
Slapdash Toys, it's the Tomlin Playbook. And watch your kicker boot another 3-pointer. Comes with coach figure guaranteed to finish 9-8 every single season.
Another field goal.
It's the Tomlin Playset, the only football toy that always goes 9-8. Call the shots with Coach T, rack up threes with a spring-loaded kicker, and watch old man quarterback's arm barely move.
Let me hear you all say, E, G, E, Eagles. Let's go, Birds.
And those guys are going to have to play.
There goes Mahomes, thanking his beloved refs with a warm hug and a kiss on the lips. And there is the exchange of money we were all waiting for. Look how happy they are, folks.
The Eagles are so much better than Eagles.
Well, there it is. Kansas has paid off the refs. Detroit's touchdown is ruled illegal motion. You got to be kidding me. He just tapped the card.
I know it stings right now. I know. We left plays out there. But listen up. Fellas, we may have lost, but now we're on track for 9-8.
Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
Feldstadt, Angriff.
Oh,
5 Yards Strafen.
Welcome to another train wreck episode of the Sports Dorks. Here's Bruce, Edson, and Keith for this week's news, notes, and bad takes.
We're back. Oh, you're muted, Bruce. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. Would you like to tell everyone the genesis of that?
A long time ago in an ocean far away. Keith and I were in college back in, oh my goodness, was this 93 or 92 or 93?
92, 93-ish, yeah.
Keith and I had our own radio show at college called the Ebony and Ivory Radio Show. And since Keith and I are back together today, we thought it fitting to play that intro. And for those of you that don't think that's politically correct, we don't care.
That's right. We are sans Edson today. I'm sorry about that. Edson has some personal matters to tend to, so hopefully maybe he'll drop in late. If not, we will catch up with him next week.
Right.
So, and also our guests from last week are not here this week, so it's just me and you. It's like old times, man. It's we're having a 33-year ago throwback episode.
Right.
This is pretty much what we did in college, you and I.
Right.
Except nobody could look at our mugs.
Right.
And a better thing.
Yeah, that was very. We had faces made for radio, as Iman said.
Yeah. That's right. I'll never forget though, like, because we used to. It was very limited signal. Like if you left the parking lot of the school, you lost the show.
Right.
Like we the FM signal basically covered the campus.
Right.
Maybe what 200, 300 yards outside.
Right.
But remember we had a couple girls that loved our show, and they came up to the radio station and knocked on the door. And
We love you guys.
And I'm dating one of them.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, you could be instead of groupies, you can be our group.
Yeah. We had 2 fans. That's right.
Right.
How popular our show was. We had 2 fans.
2 fans. My favorite part of that show was like, I made an announcement. I said to a certain person, "Hey, if you're working at the library today, could you come up here and return some books for me?" And next thing you know, that person shows up. I heard you in the cafeteria. And
What's a library? What are books? Yeah.
That's today's trivia question for the new generation. Okay, today's word is card catalog. Use it in a sentence.
3 years later. Yeah.
And write your answer out in cursive.
Cursive?
What?
Oh my God, they can barely use regular print these days. I can barely print these days. I type so much now, my handwriting's gone to hell.
Yeah, I write when I have to go to Arlington National Cemetery, drop off some paperwork and an urn, and they say, okay, sign here and print here. And halfway when I'm starting to print, it will like meld into cursive. They said, no, Bruce, Bruce, you got to do it this way. I'm like, oh, okay.
We'll call that prinsive.
Prinsive. Sounds like an album that Prince never laid out. Right. And now the greatest is a Prinsive.
We should get on that. Maybe we can make a little money from his estate.
Yes.
So relatively quiet week in sports news, really. The big news was ESPN, Jeff Passan on ESPN.
Okay.
He's basically the Adam Schefter of baseball. Put an article out that the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to be hyper aggressive in the offseason and willing to spend a lot of money because with the looming lockout next year, where there might not be a season in 27, they're going to go for it while they have Paul Skeens, I guess, right? And Bubba Chan.
Okay.
This is what he's reporting. And apparently they went after Josh Naylor from Seattle, and they offered him over $80 million to come to Pittsburgh. And he ended up signing with Seattle for 92 to stay. So, like, all right, they made the last free agent they signed for big bucks was, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. The guy from the Twins, Francisco Liriano, they gave him like $40 million in 2013. That's the last big signing they ever did. So they doubled that money to go after Naylor.
Right.
And he didn't come, but they said, they're in on Kyle Schwarber. They're in on all these guys, right? I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. These are the Pirates. Well, they made a big signing yesterday. They signed slugger Jack Suwinski, who hit 182 with 3 home runs, to a new contract.
He was on my fantasy team, and now he's gone. So,
ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Pittsburgh Pirates. We'll see. I thought you said when you signed a big name, I thought the first person that popped up was Andy Van Slyke, but now I'm showing my age now. Well, knowing them, they would sign Andy Van Slyke.
Yeah, come on out there.
How pathetic. I mean, really? That's the big news. Jack Suwinski. All right. Wow. Okay. Off to a rocking start in the offseason, Pittsburgh. Same old Pirates.
Yeah, and my Dodgers are looking at Mike Trout. I'm like, come on, guys. I mean, you guys are
just going to keep poaching Anaheim?
I know, really. You don't have to move. Just like move your house. That's like another school district. You're fine. Okay.
The Angels. The problem with Mike Trout. I mean, come on. We both know this. He's a phenomenal player, but the guy's like broken glass, man.
Definitely.
What a good person. Oh God. There's so many reasons.
Oh, the list is long.
Yeah, the list is long.
That's a show in itself. That's a segment in itself.
It really is. That's a separate special. Why the NBA sucks.
Right.
It does suck now. It's hard to watch. It really is.
There's nothing there. I think. Well, know this, Keith. When I lived up in New England, I still am a rabid Celtics fan because.
Yeah,
the Lakers and
the foam. There's still foam right here.
Right.
Foam, yeah.
Okay, thank you. I thought I took care of that. Anyway, it's like back then the Lakers and Celtics were much watched television because they played basketball, team basketball.
Larry, dude. Magic versus Larry, those were epic.
Oh my gosh. In fact, that's an answer to a trivia question. I know it's early, but here's a trivia question.
Oh, wait.
It's time for that time, Bruce's Trivia Time.
Guess we'll do this more than once today.
Right. Interesting fact. What do the 80s, all the games in the 80s finals have in common?
Every NBA Finals game played from 1980 to 1989.
Right.
What do they have in common?
Yeah. What is the unusual fact about those?
I was gonna say it's only the same 3 teams but one, but that's not true. Well, the Lakers won 3, right?
Right. And the Celtics won 3.
3. Detroit won 2. The Sixers won 1.
You're right. Right.
How many is that? I can't do
10. That's
the decade. That's
3. Right. That's the decade. That's 3.
Oh, there's 1 missing. That's 9. 2 for Detroit, 1 for Philadelphia's 3, 3 for Boston, 3 for LA. That's 9.
Mm-hmm.
A missing one. Who else won? Was it Houston?
No, Houston didn't win.
They right. Who won that last championship in the 80s? Jeez, who was it?
I don't know, but unfortunately, my brother, you're sort of on the wrong track. I'll just give you the answer.
No, wait. I don't know. I give up. I don't know.
Okay. The finals were played either at the Boston Garden or the Los Angeles Forum.
Oh, right, because Detroit played the Lakers 2 years in a row.
Right.
And the Sixers played the Lakers.
The Sixers played the Lakers 3 times. And the Celtics won 3 times. And
wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Those were the glory days, man.
Yeah.
I'd say right up through 96 or 7. You know, when you had, because you still had Jordan and Charles and Isaiah and Clyde Drexler and Akeem the Dream and Dominique Wilkins. It was a great era for basketball.
Yes, it was.
And you, as well as I do, and Glenzer probably knows this too. I mean, like, they wouldn't even televise the NBA Finals until the Magic and Larry years.
Right. Because it would say on the bottom of the screen, videotaped. And I'm like, what?
Oh, this load management garbage in the NBA, Glenzer, you're right. You're probably paying somewhere between $100 and $200 to get into one of these games, if not more, if you're sitting in the lower bowl. And then they sit their big 3 because of load management. They don't even play every day.
Right.
You don't see hockey players doing this. Jeez, I'm tired. Especially, if you go all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, you play into mid to late June, and you start right up again in September. So it's the longest season by far of all the leagues, and you don't see hockey players going, I need my load management night off. In fact, you see them go, I know my face is busted. Put me back in. That's the problem. The NBA is freaking soft. I just hate putting, like, all right, here, I watched UConn Arizona the other night.
What a good game. Good game.
What a game. I couldn't even be mad that UConn lost because, one, they were beat up. They're missing a couple guys, including Terrace Reed, who's their leading scorer. And they lost by 4. It was just a back and forth, close game. The number 4 versus the number 3. It was like a tournament game in November.
Mm-hmm.
But you watch the hustle in the heart and the effort. And then you flip on an NBA game and they're like walking around. Like, it just, has half the hustle. It's just
right.
Yeah. That's why I tend to loosely follow the NBA until the playoffs, and then that's when you see these guys kick it into another gear.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, you can tell they don't care about the regular season because they do the load management crap, take nights off, and I was out too late at the casino. I got to take a night off.
My fingernail hurts. I got a sty.
I was just gonna. I got a sty. Seriously, that's a huge problem, and not to mention the scandal with the gambling that's hovering over the whole league right now, and so yeah. All right, should we get to our football
update? I got a note from our friend Josiah that our friend's still feeling under the weather, so he sends his love and everything, and so we're going to pray for him.
Well,
So
get
we
well
start.
soon, Chop.
Yeah,
and I
get
don't
well,
know
Chop.
if Josiah and Chop. I don't know if they can be my friends this week because this team right here, see my hat?
Yeah,
it's playing their favorite team this week. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. No way. Go away.
And you do not cross this line, Chop.
Oh boy. I'm gonna text him. Keith talking smack.
I'm sure he's watching. Hey, Chop, we'll see you next week, brother.
Yeah, get well, Chop.
Who likes load management? Yeah, Chauncey Billup and Jerry Ritchie. Yeah, they want load management on the news to go.
Right.
Kick that in. So, all right. Edson texted that his picks. Let's do that first. Let me get in here. Fix up our picks. So he went 3-2. Oops. Oh, jeez. I hate lags. All right, let's save that. So Edson went 3-2. That makes him 38-17 for his picks. What'd you do, Bruce?
4-1.
Woo! Look at Bruce. Oh my goodness, that makes you 40-15. Got a 2-game lead over Edson. I also went 4-1.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. So, but here's the bad news. I'm 4 games behind you and 2 behind Edson. So, once again, I'm going to come in last this year. It looks. I only have 6 weeks left.
We're going to do it.
Think so? You guys told me that last year. You told me that last year, and I crashed and burned spectacularly.
That we're hoping for the same thing, so that's why I'm telling you this now. We love you, but suck.
So much love on this show, I'll tell you. All right. I don't like that view. Let's go back to this view right here. All right.
There you go.
Should we spin the view?
Spin the view.
Spin the view. Let's see what game we're going to talk about first here. Oh, wow.
You talk about a rock fight and pumpkin sighting.
I know. Seriously, did you watch a lot of this game?
Yes.
Same here. And what's amazing to me is that Darnold threw 4 picks.
Right.
And no touchdowns. And it came down to a last-minute kick to win the game. Like that they were still somehow in it. And despite the Rams had a big lead early on, and the Seattle kept chipping away with those field goals. It was crazy.
Yeah, but Seattle, like I said, we talked about it before. Seattle's got a great defense, and it's like they'll keep them in the game. But Seattle kept on giving the ball back, and Darnold would say, "Okay, rest period's over, no nap time, interception," type of thing.
It was
ugly.
It was ugly. It was so frustrating because he kept looking like the Sam of old.
Right.
But the one difference, you can see the one difference is he in the past, he would have been shooken and that would have been it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, he might have ruined his season. I don't think that's going to happen with him anymore.
No.
I think he's able to shake it off because he did bring them down the field at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would have helped him to get him 10 yards further.
Right.
Because that was a 61-yard attempt in some. Well, no, it was at SoFi, but your favorite stadium.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah,
go back to the Coliseum. I'm begging you.
Matthew Stafford just continuing his. I mean, he didn't light it up with high yardage. He only had 130, but now he stands with what's he got? 27 touchdowns against 2 picks.
That's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. It's just he's like the Energizer Bunny there. What was that? The old Timex keeps on ticking.
Right. Keeps on ticking.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, it was. You're right. It was a rock fight. There was nothing spectacular that happened in this game. It was just 2, I mean, you said it. You think the Seahawks are better than the Rams.
I still do.
And they very well could be. They play this game again tomorrow in Seattle, and the opposite could happen, So this is where jockeying for playoff position is going to become important.
Right. Exactly right.
I mean, because, if Seattle can get LA outside in bad weather in January, we might have a different story, but I mean, pretty evenly matched. I mean, once Seattle settled down, it looked like they were going to let the game get away early, but once they settled in, then it just became it was like a tug of war.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Battle of the Network Stars, Bruce?
Oh, yeah. I only watched it for two reasons: Lonnie Anderson
and Suzanne Summers
and Bailey Quarters from WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh my God, I loved. Oh my God.
When she walked out, when they said, and now swimming, and she walked out with that bathing suit, I think my heart stopped. Hold on, I'm having a flashback. Okay.
All right. Well done. Well played. So I was thinking of remember they would have Gabe Kaplan's team against Robert Urick's team, right?
Yes.
And they'd have a tug of war, and it would be pretty even because they're all scrawny actors who can't
right.
And
now here's Vincent. Here now we have Vincent Van Patten and Willie Ames. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And then Tony Danza would be the difference maker because he's the only guy in shape, and he would just pull it. And then all of a sudden, but for it felt like an eternity. The rope wouldn't move. They're both pulling, and the rope wouldn't move. It would move an inch this way, an inch that way, and then Tony Danza would just yank it, and everybody would fall in the water. So
the best part of that show is, I know we're going way the train has left the station, but the best part is they had Howard Cosell announcing, "Look at the team in red." Oh my goodness, they're tugging. CBS might win this, but look, here comes ABC with Tony Danza. He's pulling for all his worth. Look at him. Oh, Suzanne Summers is playing distract the team. This might be working.
Wow. I think you've been watching reruns of that. That was really accurate.
I just remember that because
how they would treat it like it was the biggest thing.
Right.
My point was that this game, the Rams and the Seahawks, reminded me of one of those Battle of Network Stars tug of war where it was barely moving on either side, and then finally went off the edge. But
right.
So Glinzer puts up some interesting statistics here. Colts are plus 115, Seahawks plus 101, Rams plus 100, and Patriots are plus 186 in point differential. Teams 2 and 3 are in the same division. The division the 49ers are in. Hey, man, you're getting healthy, though. You're finally getting some of your parts back. Yeah, Linda Carter. Don't forget her. Wonder Woman. Oh, yeah, Lou Ferrigno. That's who it would be, not Tony Danza. Lou Ferrigno would come pull him.
Yeah, I've got the rope.
The Hulk.
I got this now.
Yeah, so that's what it reminded me of, though. It just reminded me of one of those tug of wars that wouldn't move. It was like they were running in mud all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Good game, though. Battle of Titans. Unlike this one.
Okay, we can, like I said, we can do this game real quick. Dallas sucks. We both hate them. End of story.
I don't know. Did you see that CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens were benched to start this game?
I heard that. I didn't see. Honestly, I did not watch any of this game. I'm looking at the stats right now.
I had one eye on it. I was out at a sports bar with a couple of friends. Two of them from school. Dan, and the game, of course, was on all the TVs, so I kept an eye on it. And I would eat something and look up and go, "Oh wow, now it's 16-0. Wow, now it's 23." It's just awful. I mean, the Raiders are what they are, but Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, Pickens missed the team bus because both of them were out, I guess, at a casino all night. So they missed curfew, and Jared Jones himself said, I don't mind them partying, but not on a game night.
That sounds just like him, too.
Thank you. I got a little advice for CeeDee Lamb. Get the fuck away from George Pickens! That he's a pill. He's just bad news. He's Antonio Brown, too. Don't hang out with that dude. You're going to get in trouble. You already have. CeeDee Lamb seems like a decent guy. Just stay the course. Don't start hanging out with this dude. It's trouble.
Right.
You know, it might be unfair to say that because I don't know George Pickens personally, but, you know, I've seen enough. I've seen enough.
You're right. You're done.
That was the tag on him coming out of Georgia, too, that he was just a nutcase, you know. Hard to control. And, yeah. Let's see. 5 teams have 2 wins. The Titans have 1, and their point differential is minus 130. Yeah, you'd think, but they ass. They ass. Yeah. Speaking of ass, I mean, the Raiders are just awful. Look, Geno's reclamation project was an awesome story, but I think it's run its course.
He has no one else. I'm looking at the stats. He was 27 for 42, which is not bad. 1 touchdown, 1 interception for 238.
But do you want throwing the ball 42 times?
Right. Geno Smith was also the leading rusher for the team with 14 yards.
I see that.
I'm like, what?
Ashton Genty, that's, you know, I mean, he came out of college as this generational running back, but he's little. And I just don't know if he's a bell cow back in this league. You know, it's a different world from college to the NFL, as you know, and I don't know. I just don't know if he's got the speed, the breakaway speed and the talent, but he's little. Yeah, I just don't know if he's a franchise back or not. I mean, they only gave him the ball 6 times. I mean, they got behind early, and it was 24-9 at halftime. It's just a mess. Prescott on the other side, Prescott's looking really good.
Unfortunately,
as he tends to do in the regular season. Yeah, I don't hate Dak Prescott. I think he's all right. And Pickens, after getting benched for the first series, came in, put up 144 yards. So, yeah, I mean, there's no questioning George Pickens' talent.
Right.
He's got to screw his head on straight. He's just a mess. So, yeah, but and I want to say too, and let's not paint them up to be the second coming of the doomsday defense. But since those trades that Jerry made, that defense looks a little more solid all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's 2 asterisks. 1, it's 1 game. 2, it was the Raiders.
Right.
Let's just wait and see. They got Philadelphia now. We'll see.
That game's gonna be yes, come over, come and play us. Yes.
Maybe I should have held on to Micah. Maybe. Or DeMarcus Lawrence. Why would you get rid of both of them?
Now this game. Yeah.
Yeah. This was my loss, my lone loss. This stunned me.
Yes.
Now this should have been what Pittsburgh should have done this to them the week before. Chargers have no offensive line. They are beat up. They've tried 19 or 20 different offensive line combinations so far this year. This is what the much ballyhooed, super expensive Steelers defense should have done to them. But no, they get blown out by the Chargers.
Right.
This one, every time I start shoveling dirt on Trevor Lawrence, every single time.
Right.
Yeah, great stat. Look at that. Jonathan Taylor outgained the Raiders last week. Holy moly. Stat of the day.
Stat of the day. Hey, Glenzer. Hey. Hey.
So Justin Herbert got killed in this game and had to leave, and in comes Trey Lance. I had to right away. I was like, I got a question for Jim Harbaugh. What are you thinking? Why do you not have a better backup quarterback? That's your plan B, Trey Lance. I know somebody. I know somebody who has a comment on that plan.
Not a great plan.
Not going to work.
Not a great plan.
Not a great plan.
Not a great plan at all. But this was shocking. I mean, this game just, what can you say?
135 total yards. I'm sorry, for
The
San Diego Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I know. You guys, the whiff on that one, 49ers. They traded up to get him too, which was even worse. Yeah, Trey Lance. I mean, how many times do you have to see it? It's a slow moving car wreck. It really is. The Chargers are beat up. They're on their third string running back.
Mm-hmm.
Vidal looks good. I mean, he does look good in spots, but I think the baton has been handed from San Francisco to the Chargers for the MASH unit.
Right.
And now their franchise quarterback's gone for who knows how long. So,
well, only thing I was going to make a 10 for 18 for 81 yards. Wow.
Yeah. Before he got hurt.
Okay, let's go old school, shall we? 135 yards total for San Diego. Dan Fouts does that in one quarter back in the day. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah, the Air Coryell Chargers. The problem with the Air Coryell Chargers is their defense couldn't stop.
Oh, they had no defense.
None.
They had Kelch. What's that name? Louis Kelcher or something like that? I can't remember his name. Oh, well, you remember that game? You remember that game where it was the 80 playoffs. They were playing against Houston.
Oh, Houston.
And Faust was intercepted 4 times. And Houston was a mash unit because they had Gifford Nielsen starting quarterback and Carpenter was running back because Campbell was hurt. But they had no back. That's when San Diego's defense said, "Oh, let's play today." But
yeah, the defense optional. Yeah,
right, right.
Yeah, that led to that classic AFC Championship game against the Steelers in that slush.
Yes.
When Bradshaw, like, remember that play where Bradshaw slid like 20 yards on his butt all the way into the end zone?
Right. I still was that on Sports Illustrated cover, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was, yeah, with him like on his back with the slush splashing all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
Football when it was real football, no load management deal. Just like go out there and play.
No flags for looking cross-eyed at a quarterback in a dress.
Right.
So one notable milestone for Jacksonville, the other Josh Allen, now called Josh Hines Allen to differentiate the two, became Jacksonville's all-time leading sack leader.
Sorry. His family gave him money to do that. Oh my gosh, you're so evil.
So San Diego's got a lot of work to do. We'll just leave it at that. But
right.
Yeah. But that was shocking. And hey, Jacksonville's right in the thick of things now. They had 6-5. Who had that on their bingo card? Whoa, lots to unpack here.
Yeah, this team.
Houston gets another team. Oakland fans keep. Yeah, Oakland. Well, their city's gone, man. It's fallen to the pits of hell. They're done. Yeah. This is the game where the Patriots wore those denim uniforms on Thursday night.
Yeah, I told you. Levi Strauss made a boatload of money with those uniforms.
I kind of liked them. I like the plainness of them. Kind of old school, and the white helmets. I kind of liked it. I hate their regular uniforms. I wish I think they should go back to the 70s uniforms. Or if they're going to keep their current uniform, at least go back to the 70s helmet.
Right.
I don't like the new logo, that Elvis Presley looking Patriot guy. It's too, it always looked like an Arena League team to me or something, or like one of those fake teams in a movie.
Right.
oh, we're gonna play the Musketeers this week. Just like this looks terrible. I've always hated it.
The thing that there's two things that reminds me of the Patriots from back in the day. One, the Joe Washington game when he played for Baltimore and he ran up and down the field in the rain, and the only thing you saw was this great big Patriot in the middle of the field with a logo with guys hiking the ball that with a smirk on his face, like. And two, I don't know. Ken Burns is doing a show about the Revolutionary War, okay? Which I haven't seen yet. Sorry, Boo. I haven't seen yet, but I am convinced they used the people that every time New England scores a touchdown, they have these guys at the other end of the end zone firing off muskets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm convinced those guys were in the Revolutionary War.
I think they're those role players. They get them from Sturbridge Village. You know how they're
Right.
always the character.
Right.
You be like, hey, where's the bathroom? I'm sorry. We call that the outhouse. And it's
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's restricted. You have one bathroom over here and
spaces as the crow flies to the east, my son.
I know you might have to use the privy, but not right now. It's occupied. I gotta go pee. All right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Glinger's exactly right. I mean, what a difference a coach makes. This is almost the same roster as last year, where there were 4 wins, and now they're in the hunt for the number 1 seed. We got a question here. Would you rather have Kareem Hunt or Rashad White the rest of the season? Ooh, I'd say
that's a tough one.
I'd say White because what's his face there in Tampa's still hurt. Bucky Irving. So get more carries, and Tampa's got a better offense than Kansas City.
You have a gambling offense too in Tampa Bay with Mayfield. Boy Baker Mayfield, because he'll find a way to win every time. Yeah, he's never out of the game.
Yep, no, that's true. I can't believe I just said they have a better offense than Kansas City, but I said that.
Right, I agree with you though.
I mean, the Jets are the Jets. The Jets, whatever they are, and they're going to finally sit Justin Fields down. I mean, it's about time. I mean, he can't even throw for 100 yards every week. It's just sad, and they're so one-dimensional. Like the first drive, he got him down the field, but he did a lot of running, and that's all Mike Vrabel had to see. It's like he's just going to run.
Yeah, Vrabel put his pen in his mouth.
If that first read is covered, he just runs, and it's like, okay, take away his first read, and then he's going to run, and we'll nail him, and that's the end of that. So
right.
The Jets look like they belong in a different league. They're just not good. They're just not good at much of anything. I mean, their defense is okay, but it's just that game was men among boys.
Yeah,
it was like the cat that plays with his food for a while before finally eats it. Yeah.
Right.
It's like the outcome was inevitable. And look out. I mean, the Patriots, they got a franchise quarterback. They're almost I don't want to compare it to the Brady Belichick years, but it's starting to form the same way where Belichick had a couple of good players, Brady, the Gronk, and the Edelman, and the rest of those guys were who now? And and it's the same way. Mike Vrabel's got a hodgepodge of nothingness on that roster.
Right.
And they're 9-2. So was that 8 wins in a row now for them?
Yes. And they could finish and they were talking about the Patriots could easily finish a year 15-2.
Yeah.
And no one's like, where did that come from?
I said at the beginning of the year, I told some Patriot fans at my gym, I'm like, Vrabel's a good coach. He'll get you to 9 or 10 wins easy. They're already there. They're already there, and it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Which team has won 8 in a row? Patriots or Broncos? Both. Yeah, exactly.
What points you need to? Okay.
Aaron Rodgers. We'll get to the Steelers in a bit, but no, Aaron Rodgers I don't even want him to play anymore. Period, wrist or not.
Oh my gosh, the way you send me texts about how much you love Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah. It's difficult to wear this hat with him on the roster. I'll just say that. Ravens are -4 favorite against the Jets. Is that line low? You know what? Maybe not, because they did bench Justin Fields for Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor's not going to light it up by any stretch, but he is a competent quarterback.
Right. He won't be running around the field or anything like that, like Justin Fields does.
Breece Hall poses a huge problem for defenses. So, I mean, Breece Hall, when he has one of those nights where he can carry that team, you never know. The Jets are capable of anything.
Right.
Do I think they'll win the game? No, but but we'll get to our picks in a little while. But yeah, Patriots, look out, baby. They're building another dynasty where I think we're going to be hating on them for years to come. So, here we go. The Aaron Rodgers game.
Ow.
Yeah. So, I mean, kind of predictable. They already lost the game to Cincinnati. They're not going to get swept by the Bengals, especially Pittsburgh. It was pretty obvious they were going to win the game. But, at halftime, it didn't look all that good for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers struggled again, like he did against San Diego. He didn't look good. Late in the second quarter, he starts grabbing his hand and his wrist. And, this is after screaming at like he'll miss wide open receivers and yell at them for it. Like, yeah, okay, buddy. He doesn't want to get hit. It's been clear for at least a month now that he doesn't want to get hit. So he's got happy feet and he's trying to get out of the pocket almost immediately. And if you can clock him with a sundial these days. The guy can't run. So he was not good. He didn't look comfortable. It wasn't effective. They were struggling to move the ball. At halftime, we find out he's got a wrist injury. It turned out to be a fractured wrist. Mason Rudolph comes in cold off the bench. Boom, 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 runs him right down the field. Now, granted, there's an asterisk. Rudolph did look better. The team looked better with him in there. And, oh, by the way, he did throw the ball to DK Metcalf, which Rodgers refuses to do for some reason. He, immediately threw 4 passes to DK Metcalf, who Rodgers, I don't know, either they don't have timing or something's wrong, but he won't throw the ball to DK Metcalf, who they spent all this money on. It's the only good receiver they have.
Right.
And then, but Rudolph they'd have these third and longs, and he'd throw a pass underneath, which is a safe play. You hope maybe you'll break one of them. Every single one went for 20 yards. And I don't know if you saw the one from Darnell Washington where he just steamrolled 3 guys.
Oh, that was the best play I saw. I'm like, Darnell Washington was like, oh man, somebody's somebody messing with me, man. I got to win. It's like a Marshawn Lynch run. Yeah,
well, his nickname in Pittsburgh is Mount Washington because in Pittsburgh, Mount Washington is right next to the stadium. So his name is Mount Washington. And for years, as a Steelers fans, my friend and I have not understood why they don't give him the ball more, because he's literally
good.
He's an offensive tackle playing tight end
with soft hands,
and he's got enough speed. He's not got tackle. He's got tight end receiver speed. He is a tough MFer. Anyway, but the bottom line is the whole team looked energized and better under Mason Rudolph.
Didn't you text me that Rodgers stayed in the locker room for the whole second half?
Yeah, but as the story came out later that he was trying to get back out there and the Steelers doctors were holding him back because they wanted to figure out what was wrong with his wrist. He just wanted to wrap it up and go back, and they wouldn't let him. But the broadcast painted it the other way around. Oh, he's still in the locker room. He won't come back out.
Okay.
Yeah. Rodgers reminds me of late Ben Roethlisberger at the end of Ben's. He looks the same. He can't get out of his own way. He looks to check down immediately, get rid of the ball, get out of the pocket. Doesn't want to get hit. It's just, he's done. He needs to retire. It's over, Aaron Rodgers. And the longer he stays around, the more he taints his legacy. This is 3 bad seasons in a row now. Well, one, he was, permanently injured with the Achilles. But he looked terrible last year in New York, and he's not looking great. He's serviceable, but he's looking like Russell Wilson did, and it's over, man. It's over. It's over. Yeah, that was classic Glinzer. Call me Chrissy Everett one more time, Chrissy.
I think we can't do this, Chris.
Yeah, what did Rome say to him? Like, somewhere along the line, you ceased to be Jim Everett and became Chrissy Everett.
Yeah, check that. Chris Everett.
Yeah. So on the other side, Cincinnati season's over, I think, officially. I mean, they're bringing Burrow back, but I don't know why. Protecting 3 wins. They've got to run the table. They've got to win the rest of their games to end up 9-7. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 10-7. It's just not going to happen.
Well, getting back to something I meant to say before, getting back to the Rams-Seattle game, as much as I don't like the Rams, and we always talk about this in a roundabout way, nice uniforms. Those uniforms are pretty cool.
Oh, you like those blackout uniforms? What are they called?
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Weren't they? Weren't they navy blue?
Yeah, it was interesting. I like that.
I think they called them their midnight something or others.
Yep. And here's the question for you. Most people think that the Yankees uniform is black and white.
No, it's navy blue.
It's midnight blue, and people don't know that. They're like, "What? What are you talking about?" I said, "No, it's midnight blue."
Yeah, that's what the Rams looked like.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell, like from far away, they look black, but when they showed a close up, you could see it was like a shade of blue.
Right.
All right, Glinzer's team back on track. Got your quarterback back, looking good.
Yeah.
The Cardinals. It sucks. I think it's over for them. Like they were a tough opponent. Remember when they were like 2-5, and we talked about how they lost every game by 1 score.
Mm-hmm.
Like less than 7 points. They're a gritty, tough opponent. The last couple of weeks, they've looked like nothing. Like they're just a speed bump. They're just getting run right over. Right. And a lot of that is Brissett was effective the first couple of weeks in there as the quarterback, but
they beat the hell out of Dallas. I know that.
The league is punching back on Jacoby Brissett. This tends to happen with him.
Oh.
That's why he's not a starter.
Did you read his stat? You read his stat line? I'm reading it now.
No, give it to me.
47 for 57, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 452 yards.
Yeah, a lot of that was garbage time, I'm sure. I mean, it was 25-10 at halftime.
And as much as I hate saying this, Glinzer, the reason your team is doing competitive is Christian McCaffrey's not hurt.
That's a huge part of it. He held them in there through this rough spot. I mean, if CMC was hurt like he normally is,
around this time of year too,
with Kittle missing and all they brought in Brian Robinson Jr. from Washington, and they don't really use him a lot, and he's a decent back. But I think that was a good signing too to bring him in as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Purdy and Kittle connection keeps rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Got that Limp Bizkit song in my head. Yeah, James Conner was a huge loss, and sadly, I don't know. This could be career-ending for him. I mean, he has taken so many like huge injuries over his career, like season injury after season-ending injury, year after year after year, and that's part of the reason Pittsburgh didn't keep him. He's just so injury-prone. I mean, he's a great story. I remember watching him in college at Pitt. I remember calling my brother when he was a freshman. I'm like, "You got to see this guy, Connor. Holy crap, he's awesome!" I was so happy when the Steelers brought him in. I'm like, "Oh, went to college here, and beat cancer." And it's such a sad story with him. It's just a shame, and I just don't. Even if he comes back, how effective is he going to be? He's so beat up. He's so beat up. Yeah, and I think Kyler Murray's days are over. I think the Cardinals are going to draft a quarterback this year and start over. It's time. If Connor comes back, they got Mercado. They can spell him a little bit more.
Right.
You go with the tandem back like Detroit does or something. And you got the receivers. Trey McBride, that tight end, is something else. And what's his face is coming around. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Right.
And Michael Wilson had a big game last week. So they have pieces. It's just it's the same old Cardinals. This team in their history has been the same. Like, they'll come out of nowhere for a year, have a good year, make the playoffs, and then they go away for 5-6 years, tread water, mediocre, bad, rebuild. It's just, I don't know.
As much as I hate to say this, I mean, I'm going to be out there in 2 weeks. They don't really have. Yeah, I'll be out in Phoenix in 2 weeks, hopefully. I don't think they have a real. I mean, Pittsburgh has one. Green Bay has one. They don't have a real quote unquote fan base.
Right.
It's like when you go to a game in Arizona, say they play against Green Bay or they play against Pittsburgh, 75,000 people are there. 70,000 are rooting for Pittsburgh or Green Bay.
Yeah.
And it's like they have no identity. They have.
Yep.
Which
it's
is
like
really
that.
sad.
The Chargers are like that too. The Chargers don't have a fan, not since they moved.
Right.
They don't have a fan base. The Raiders lost their fan base. The Raiders, you're in a vacation getaway town, and
right.
You're going to draw the opponent's fans in there. So it's bad, and I'd like to see the Cardinals do well. The 1 year they get to the Super Bowl, they have to play my team, because I wanted to see Larry Fitzgerald get a ring, but not that year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Kyler's fallback plan will be foiled with the lockout next year, though, Glinzer. There'll be no baseball. Yeah, exactly. And the 49ers have a
wow.
I mean, the top 5 travel teams, it's obvious. It's the Packers, the Cowboys, the Steelers, the 49ers. Who am I missing? There's got to be one more that has a great fan base.
I'll take those.
4, at least 4. Yeah.
Right.
Those teams always travel well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel bad. I'd like to see the Cardinals have a good year one of these years. They deserve it. There's only one team in this league I never want to see win.
Yeah, there's one team for me. There's two teams for me.
This one was brought to you by the Z-Quill Snooze Bowl.
I said it after the game Thursday, so I'm going to say it now. Houston's defense is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
When we talk about this, the Bills, or I was going to say Oilers, the Bills Texans next week, that's going to be fun. But yeah, the reason the Texans went from 2-5 to 6-5 is that defense. They are
flying all over the place.
Yeah. D'Amico Ryans, I mean, he was a great linebacker. His career was so short. I loved him when he was a player.
Mm-hmm.
He has definitely brought the lumber on that side of the ball to that team. That offensive line, if they had an offensive line, this team would be almost unstoppable.
Right.
Because Davis Mills as a backup ain't so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then we put Stroud back in there. And if Stroud gets protection, look out, man. He's a Pro Bowler. Yeah, this team is, Josh Allen probably had trouble walking on Friday morning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and they don't have a standout running back. They do this running back by committee thing.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense is just serviceable enough with Nico Collins and the running back by committee and now quarterback by committee. But boy, if they had some pass protection, they would be borderline unstoppable. They are really, really good. You got Dalton Schultz at tight end. There's weapons on this team. And next year they're going to get, what's the kid that got hurt? I can't think of his name. I'll get him back. Remember he got hurt against with the Chiefs last year. It's like the leg bent the wrong way.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't think of his name. I know you're talking about that.
Either. Yeah. On the other side, I mean, the Titans they've been hanging in games a little better than they were at the beginning of the year. So Cam Ward's not saying we ass anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They have light years to go.
Right.
Team's a mess. They're going to be looking for a head coach in the offseason. You know, they got the interim coach McCoy right now, and I mean they're 1-9. I mean, I think we all saw it coming. So, you know, what else can you say about them?
Speaking about that team, I'll tell you one thing. I hope they put this on cable. I know you've seen it. The previews for the Bum Phillips movie.
Oh, I didn't know that they were making a Bum Phillips movie.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes me like, if I could have played football, if I had the wherewithal and the body and the health for it, I would love to play for that man, because that man was like, he seems like he was a complete. He just loved his team, and his team loved playing for him back in the day.
That's really cool.
He said there was only one problem when we played football, and that problem came up every year. And the reporter said, "Who is that?" He said, "The Pittsburgh Steelers."
Yeah.
Every year they had to go through Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they couldn't get over that hump. It's
Right.
true.
Yeah, that was good football too. That was fun football.
So we're getting a Madden movie and a Bum Phillips movie.
Yes.
Wow. Go 70s football.
Now this game, the stat line was crazy.
Whoa. And now Michael Penix Jr. is gone for the year.
Yes. I'm not going to tell you this, but I want you to look at the numbers for Bryce Young.
Yeah. 448 yards, 3 touchdowns.
31 for 45.
He did take 5 sacks.
Oh, he did? I didn't see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5 sacks. And he did this without a running game, because Rico Dowdle had 45 yards and Chuba Hubbard had 21. So the ground game wasn't working. This was, I think we can say Bryce Young definitely turned the corner. Remember last year when he got benched and he was struggling? Put him back in and he lit it up. And then we were worried that, like, oh, do you think now he's going to have the whole offseason to revert back to Bryce Young? And it kind of looked that way early on in the season, that, he went backwards again. No, I don't think he did. Boy, oh boy. And he brought them back and they won in overtime, and probably put a dagger in the Falcons season. They're done. And now, oh, by the way, your Carolina Panthers are in first place. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Who had that on their bingo card this year? I'm glad the Panthers won, because I feel a team off a win is more ripe for a loss than the 49ers have the Panthers Monday. Do they? Yeah, you'll beat them. I think, look, the Panthers are not, they're not a first place team. They might be in first place right now, but they're not a first place team, and they're getting lucky because Tampa Bay is so beat up that, you know, they're capitalizing on that. But hey, they're winning games, but I think they're a 500 team.
Right.
They're a win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, but they're vastly improved. What'd you just send me?
That's the thing I was talking about.
The Bum Phillips thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Who's playing Bum? Love ya Bum.
Yeah.
For you kids out there, the 70s not only had the most like outrageous personalities as for players, but the coaches themselves were also very cartoony. You had John Madden, you had Tom Landry with the hat, you had George Allen, there were some kooky and Bum Phillips. There's some really wackadoo coaches out there. You know, and the Steelers had boring old Chuck Noll, who,
yeah, Chuck, how's it going?
Yeah, his face was carved out of stone. It never changed.
Right.
Yeah, just stoic and never moved. So the Falcons got to go with Kirk Cousins the rest of the year, which is
yeah. And the thing is, though, we were talking about this. The invincibility of the Falcons at home has been shattered. Because we were talking about how good they were. They're like unstoppable at home. And ever since they got rid of their kicker, boom, it's downhill slope.
They're like 4th kicker this year. They have like 4 of them. Like they just every week they have a new kicker.
Right.
You're right, Bruce. They're 2-3 at home this year. They're just not. And Bijan had a big game. And I played a parlay with Bijan in it. And it looked like it was going to be an easy win because it was like, I forgot the other players who needed a touchdown, like Amon-Ra St. Brown. And like there was 3 other guys on there who needed touchdowns that looked like, okay, I'll get those 3. Bijan might be the problem. Bijan gets 2. Those other 3 got 0.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah, that's why the house always wins the bet. You know?
Yep.
But yeah, it's Vince Lombardi. There's another one. What the hell's going on here?
Nobody's tackling out there. Grab. Nobody's tackling. Put your shoulder into it. Sorry.
How about Hank Stram? Come on, boys. Matriculate down the field. Come on, boys. Yeah, you got this one, boys.
That's what I told you. I mean, you and I were talking about it. Back in the day, I showed you a picture of it. If you wanted to know football back in the day, there was this little thing. I got one for Nick. And this is how I learned football. You remember that NFL playbook? Like binder?
Yep.
That's how I learned football because my father said, "You want to watch football? Read this." And I'm like,
well, the kids learn from Madden now.
Yeah, which is nothing. But back then, you had the intricacies of football and everything.
Yeah, well, you got Footballs for Dummies too. I bought that book from one of my ex-girlfriends. I don't understand that, so I said, "Here, read Football for Dummies."
Yeah, written by Howie Long. Oh, he's cute. I love his haircut. Whatever.
They make a Howie Long movie. Ed Harris could have played him.
Right.
This game was really interesting.
Yeah,
for a couple reasons. We got to see Shedeur Sanders for the first time.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that guy was so wide open at the end of the game.
What?
Shedeur, who you throwing to?
Yeah, and they're saying, well, he didn't get any snaps with the first team since preseason. Yeah, well, he's the one who runs around with his name in diamonds, bragging about how great he is, and he just needs a shot. Well, he got his shot. And he was 4 for 16 for 47 yards and a pick in one half. It looked pretty bad. He's going to get the start this week.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. But I think we can now squash the debate. It's over. The TJ Watt versus Myles Garrett debate is over. Myles Garrett is leaps and bounds better.
Oh my gosh.
He's a monster. He's a monster. And I think the difference being Myles Garrett looks like an Adonis. The guy looks like he was chiseled out of granite. He's a big dude. He's got like 0% body fat. He's just a monster. TJ Watt's a little small. And TJ Watt's whole game was based on speed. TJ, I think, has lost a step.
Right.
The Chargers game told me that. He was playing against a backup tackle and did nothing. Yeah.
Well, as I said before, watching Myles Garrett is like watching the second coming of Charles Mann.
That's a really good analogy. He's built like Charles Mann too.
Right, and Charles Mann was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yes,
people when I lived down here after before I got married and everything, when I was living down here, girls wouldn't know anything about the Redskins, but they knew about Charles Mann.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Have him tackle me, baby.
That's a really good him or even Bruce Smith. But Myles Garrett, phenomenal. 4 more sacks, got like 15 or 16 to lead the league right now. He might break the record, the season record.
Right.
Lamar didn't look great, threw 2 picks. Doesn't look like he's 100% yet. I mean, maybe they rushed him back a little bit to save their season. But Derrick Henry had 100 yards again, and the Ravens did what they had to do to grind it out, including one of the most phenomenal play calls I've seen in quite some.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
So for those who didn't see it, they line up for 4th and short. And it looks like they're going to do the tush push. And instead, Mark Andrews is behind Jackson, like he's going to push him. And the ball goes to Andrews, and he runs right around the end all the way down. That was a
great call.
I don't like the Ravens, but I was like,
yes. Yeah, that was an awesome call. I remember watching that play. I'm like, oh my god, that is a great call.
Yeah,
that is a great call.
I was watching it live and I went, "Holy crap! Wow, what a play call!" Faked everybody. The Browns sold into the middle. They all dove into the middle.
That's right. Right.
I mean, I could have scored that, and I'm slow as shit. Yeah.
I could have scored that if I was wheezed and probably passed out to 10.
So, a gritty win for Baltimore. You know, that's funny watching that game too. And I'm like, you know, everybody thought the Ravens would probably slaughter the Browns. The Browns are ass, especially when Sanders came in. He was awful, but it was a tight game, and that's what divisional games are usually. 49ers, Cardinals notwithstanding. Divisional games are usually tight, no matter how good or bad one or the other team is. So,
well, I think, and if Chop was here, he'd rally to this point. I think you would agree also. The NFC Central, oh my goodness, I'm going old school.
AFC North?
AFC North and NFC North are the best, most competitive divisions of football because, except for, Green Bay, Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cleveland, Baltimore, all those games, and they all play except for Minnesota. But that is real football. Real football.
Hard hitting, yeah. Grind out every yard. I agree with you. I agree with you. Boy, this game was something else. Wow, what's this game? I had one eye on this game and one eye on the Pittsburgh game. This was defense optional game for sure. It was back and forth, up and down the field. It was neither quarterback could be stopped.
Right.
It was fun. I was a little bummed Tampa lost because now they were 6-2. Now they're 6-5.
I'm looking right now.
4. They might be 6-5 after this week. They're struggling. Their injuries have definitely caught up to them. Sean Tucker had a hell of a game though. That backup running back. You know, Rachaad White had the 51 to answer the question from earlier. I would still stick with Rachaad White, although based on Tucker's success, Tucker's probably going to get the rock this week. And if he struggles, then they'll swap it out and put White in as the starter. But Baker he's so reckless, man. He is freaking reckless. Like he takes some hits, man, and he just gets up and he's like, yeah. You know,
I told you, Brett Favre.
He's like smaller Brett Favre. Yeah, really.
He's a stocky Brett Favre. He's like, yeah, hit me again. Yeah, do it again.
Yeah, that is crazy that the Lions are out of it right now. Buffalo. Their defense is terrible. I don't know. I don't know how far they're going to get in the postseason. They will make the playoffs, but I don't know how far they're going to get. And they still. I don't understand when James Cook is on the field.
I was thinking about you on the game on Thursday night.
Things happen when James Cook is on the field, but I'm looking at this here. They only rushed him 16 times, and they threw to him 3. He had 60 over 100 yards combined with 19 touches. Give him the ball 25, 30 times. What are you thinking? For whatever reason, every single time too, they take him out and they put in the Davis, the backup running back, who didn't play last week. But like, what are you? What is McDermott's supposed to be an offensive guy too? What is he not seeing that I see? I was screaming. Last year in the playoffs, they lost because they kept taking Cook out of the game when he was tearing it up. I don't get it. I don't get it. They're an enigma. Buffalo's an enigma. Their window. We knew their window was going to close soon. How many times can you get to the championship game and not get over the hump? And the window might be sliding closed now on them.
Right.
They don't have the receivers. I don't know. On the other side, Tampa Bay, they really need to get Godwin or Mike Evans back. Yeah, Why is McDermott leaving? I would assume he'd come back. I don't think he'll get fired, unless they miss the playoffs completely. But even then, I think they just have to. They got to understand in Buffalo, they've got to retool. Next year,
another thing you have to realize is, if Buffalo fails this year, they got the new stadium.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Would you bring in a big name to fill up that stadium? Because Josh Allen's already the big name in Buffalo.
Like a wide receiver big name?
Yeah, or even a coach big name.
Well, I think McDermott is a big name. I mean, he's been very successful there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think they'd keep him in place. They're going to have to fix the defense, especially the back defense, and they've got to bring in they need a deep threat wide receiver. They need one of those guys. They don't have him anymore. And they should have kept Stephon Diggs. I don't know why they let him walk.
If you don't mind, I was thinking about this. I just popped into my brain. We were talking about the Patriots they had a stretch when they were really bad. I remember watching football highlights with the Patriots back in the day when they played in Schaefer Stadium, and somebody Franco Harris would play against him. He'd get off a really big run, and he'd be running down the field, and my grandfather would say, "The play's not over." I'm like, "He's 20 yards ahead of the field." He goes, "No, here comes Ronnie Lepet, number 42, flying up the field. He's by himself. It's if you get by him, the play is over." Because I just remember Lepet going, "Why am I always the last line of defense? Come on, guys."
Ronnie Lepet was their lone Pro Bowler for many, many years. Him or the offensive lineman, John, what was his name?
John Hanna.
Yeah, John Hanna.
I just remember Ronnie Lepet chasing people down. I'm like, "Brother, can you help a brother out? Come on."
My most vivid memory of those bad Patriot teams from back then was Darryl Stingley.
Oh yeah.
I was a little kid and I didn't understand what happened to him. And my stepdad had to explain, he's never going to walk again. And I was like, what?
He got popped.
A preseason game too. It's just awful.
That's when the Raiders were
evil. Yeah.
Evil. The evil empire.
They were evil. All right. Eagles, Lions. When is Dan Campbell going to learn to stop going for it on fourth down every single time? He cost them a championship game a couple of years ago against the 49ers doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And it might have cost him this past week. He was 0 for 5 on fourth down. And a couple of them he went for on his own side of the field.
0 for 5. I saw that. 0 for 5. That's crazy.
You can't do that. The Lions had one good drive where they went down the field in 2 plays, 74 yards in 2 plays.
Mm-hmm.
They answered quickly, and it was oh, okay, look out, here comes Detroit. And they can do that at any point in the game. They're very capable of just boom, boom.
Great receivers, a great running back, and Goff is always I think you're talking about that touchdown was a crossing pattern right in the middle of the field in the seam, and that guy caught the ball and he was gone.
Gone, yeah. That was Williams, Jamison Williams.
Right.
But he's a riverboat gambler, Campbell, and he's going to cost them. He's got to look. There's no question he's a master motivator, and the team will run through a wall for the guy. And he brings in excellent assistant coaches. He's got a great staff. He's got everything working there. But he's taken over offensive play calling, and he's reckless with game management. In-game management. He really is. Yeah. He's playing the Madden video game. Yeah. With teenagers. Yeah. That's a great analogy. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in a close game like this. It's just you punt the ball and play field position. Clearly, I don't think he trusts his defense all that much.
His defense was not that bad, but
no, they are
quietly having a good year.
Their secondary is a little beat up, but but he clearly has no faith in them holding Philadelphia's offense, so he's trying to hold the ball. It's weird. It's weird, and it was just for a game I was looking so forward to. It was snoozer, man.
Oh my gosh.
It was hard to watch. It really was.
I never seen Goff's stats so bad. 14 for 37.
I know he's usually very accurate.
Yes.
Yeah. Barkley looked pretty good. Had 83 yards on the ground. But, Philadelphia keeps on Philadelphiaing. They're 8-2. They're the ugliest 8-2. Besides Denver. They're pretty ugly 8-2.
And Denver beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia this year.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe the Eagles are kind of, I don't know. They've got the division locked up already. Let's face it. So
I think Philadelphia is going to have a breakout game this weekend. It'll make the perfect Thanksgiving. They're going to beat the hell out of the Cowboys.
Yeah, maybe. But, Dan Campbell better rein it in before, like as Glinzer pointed out, they're on the outside looking in already. Yeah. Lions down by 2, 4th and 5 from the 10-yard line. Go for it. Yeah, pretty much. That's their own 10, by the way. All right, let's talk about your Packers. Can we skip this?
Yeah, we could do. I can say this game in one word, in one sentence. Giants, you have a gold mine, and Jameis Winston, use him. Winston played until the last play. He was competitive. I mean, they're competitive when Jameis Winston plays. He is new.
Wow.
Fresh. I mean, it's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like he injects life into that team.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was pretty obvious from the get-go. Russell Wilson had no business being on the field this year.
Right.
And they should have gone with Jackson Dart right away. And Jameis Winston is the number 2. Like that, duh. So Kafka comes in to replace Dable as the head coach. And what's the first thing he does? He benches Russell Wilson and he inserts Jameis Winston.
Right.
It was a good move. And they were competitive. They hung around in this game. You knew the whole time they weren't going to win. But they hung around.
Yeah, they almost did.
They hung around. Yeah, I mean,
excuse me.
Josh Jacobs got hurt in this game too, and I don't know what's the report on him. Is he?
He should be okay. I think he's gonna be all right.
Knee sprain? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. He should be okay.
All right, because it looked ACL-ish at first.
Mm-hmm.
If you lost Jacobs for the rest of the year, that would be a huge problem for the Packers.
Right.
Huge problem. But if they're going to get him back in a couple of weeks, they'll be all right. On the other side, the Giants got Tyrone Tracy back in there. He looked good. I mean, the Giants they've got a lot of rebuilding to do, but I agree that I think what hurt them and what put them in this 2-9 hole early on is the decision to keep going back to Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
That and Dable's affinity for trying to get his rookie quarterback murdered.
He got beat up against Chicago. Hate to say this, but he got really rocked against Chicago.
He's left 4 games already, Jackson Dart, with potential concussions. Like, he's only started like 6 of them, right? 6 or 7. And he's left 4 of them with head injuries. That's not. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of Yowzas in first place this year. Who had the Patriots? Who had the Colts?
Who cares about the Bears?
Who had the Panthers? Who had Chicago? Who had the Steelers? Nobody had these teams in first place. Yeah, who had the Chiefs on the outside looking in? So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting offseason for the Giants, but there are pieces there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they'll bring in a guy like John Gruden. I don't know who they're going to bring in for a coach, but it's going to be interesting. Maybe Kafka wins the job. Who knows? We'll see how he finishes up. Speaking of the aforementioned Chiefs, here's a little stat of the day for you.
All right.
Do you know Patrick Mahomes threw 2 interceptions on the same drive?
Really?
Yes, he did. He threw an interception, and the play was called back. There's a flag on the play. And then the very next play, he threw another pick.
That's even better. I love it.
And I sat here going, ah!
And as you say, there was much rejoicing.
and there was much rejoicing.
Yes. Wow. I mean, this of all the surprises this year, this one is one of my favorites. That the Kansas City Chiefs are struggling like nobody's business.
But I like Andy Reid though. I like him. He's a good dude.
Come on. He is a good dude, and we all love Andy Reid. But come on, we are sick and tired of Kansas City,
and we're sick and tired of Travis Kelce. Like,
sick of the whole thing. We're sick of Mahomes. I'm sick of seeing Mahomes like falling down. He's hanging upside down by his ankles, and he's completing passes. I'm just tired of the whole thing.
I'm tired of Travis Kelce just whimpering and whining, just like go. I mean, I like your team, but go sit down. Go sit down.
Go away.
Go away.
Amazing, because they are as healthy as they've ever been. They've got all their pieces. They've got Kelce, Rice, Worthy, Pacheco, Hunt. They're all back. They're all here.
It's
great. It's great to watch. There was a shot. Denver came back. I think they either tied it or maybe they went ahead again. Late in the game, and they cut to Chris Jones, and he went like this.
Oh, I saw that. It was like
he rolled his eyes into his head, and he breathed heavy, and he was like, "You got to be effing kidding me!" Yeah,
right. I remember that he was sitting on the bench, going, "Really? This is happening again?"
Again, yeah. And I was like, right there, I'm like, "This is a team out of whack. This is a team out of whack." And I hope they stay out of whack for 6 more weeks, because this is fantastic. On the other side, the cardiac Denver Broncos again keep winning it, in the fourth quarter. What do they have? Like, I know the Bears have 5 fourth quarter comeback wins, and the Broncos have to be right there. I don't know how many they have, but the Chiefs do lead the league in bitching with the refs. I don't know, maybe the Chiefs bounced a check to the referee association. That's why
the card didn't work.
yeah. Insufficient funds. So I mean, this Bo Nix, all of a sudden he looks like ass for half the game, and then he'll hit Cortland Sutton or somebody for a big play, and then they find a way. I think they're a bit fraudulent. They look like one of those teams that's going to get in the playoffs with a number 2 or 3 seed maybe, and then one and done. It just feels that way for me with Denver. They just don't.
Denver improved to 7-2 in 1-score games this season.
Wow. Yeah, and they're 6-0 at home. So the key for them is to get as many home playoff games as they can. They get somebody up in that thin air. And it's just like that defense is unbelievable. That defense is just freaking unbelievable. They're so good. They are so good. Them in Houston they're so suffocating. They got They got 3 more sacks, Denver. So that gives them 40, 51, maybe something like that.
Right. We were talking about that last week. I think it's pretty high up there.
48 or 44. They're up there. What's the team record? I think is 66 or somewhere in there.
I think it's like 73 or something like that. I have to look it up.
That high. Okay. But yeah, this is one of the this is turning into a legendary. This is the Orange Crush all over again. Maybe better than the Orange Crush was. But I mean, I don't know. They're an enigma wrapped in a riddle. But it's working for them, and they definitely put the dagger in the Chiefs as far as the division is concerned. The Chiefs aren't catching them. So the Chiefs got to play for a wild card now, which would also be great. I mean, if the Chiefs do get in, they're going to have to go on the road, which is something we haven't seen. It's always been the Mahomes Invitational in Arrowhead,
Okay, here you go. This is why when I asked my mother, I said, "Mom, can I have the World Almanac for my birthday?" She goes, "This is your World Almanac. Calm down." The NFL team record for sacks the season is 72, set by the 1984 Chicago Bears. The Denver Broncos are on pace to break the record, currently projected for 85 sacks.
Wow.
For the 2025 season if their current pace continues.
Wow. That is
insane.
Wow. 85 sacks. Wow. Yeah. They're going to win some ugly, if they, succeed in the playoffs, they're going to be ugly wins. They're going to be like that, 19 to
Oh,
16.
speaking of ugly,
Yeah, here's the one.
We can skip this game. We love you, Chop, but your team sucks. The Bears still.
I'll tell you, the Bears almost let that one get away.
Yep.
It came down to a last minute kick. They were leading like the whole game. Every time I looked up, the Bears were ahead, and then all of a sudden they weren't. Yeah. And JJ McCarthy threw a very untimely interception that probably cost him the game. Williams is progressing. He's still in that second tier of quarterbacks. Maybe he never gets that second tier. He's starting to, although I think he's better, he's in that Trevor Lawrence area to me.
Right, because he's still young. He's still young, but as a 1-1 pick, he doesn't look like a 1-1 yet. He's still in that second tier, much like Trevor Lawrence. If you're the guy picked number 1 overall, you got to look better than this. Right. But clearly, Chicago's got the right coach. Ben Johnson, unmitigated success. There's no questioning it anymore. He's got them in first place. They're 7-3. They're actually 4-2 on the road, which is amazing. Right.
For a young team like that with a new head coach. So, yeah, I mean, so that makes them 3-1 at home. They're playing well. I mean, DeAndre Swift he was one of the guys I needed a touchdown from last week, by the way. Thank you, DeAndre, for getting none. He's steady, carries the rock. He's always between 60, 70, and 110 yards. Just steady Eddie. And they've got some. I love that Roma Dunze wide receiver. I think he's going to be.
I just sent you something that Chop sent me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he sent me this during the week.
Hasn't come in yet. But yeah, on the other side, the Vikings. Justin Jefferson's looking very frustrated.
Oh, he was like screaming during the game. It looked like.
Yeah, and I think in secret meetings, the Vikings are like, "Why didn't we keep Sam Darnold? Who did that?" And fire them immediately.
Right.
What is this? Oh, it's a video.
Yeah.
Vikings wide receivers practicing this week, so they can. For those watching, it's a video of a bunch of people on stilts. Yeah, he throws high. He's a work in progress, and we knew he'd be a work in progress. But your team is in place to win now. You need a quarterback who's ready to win now, and you let him walk out the door.
Right.
And you kept Carson Wentz as your backup. I mean, come on, man.
I don't think Carson Wentz has been the same since he hurt his leg back in 2018 against Philadelphia.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is no good. He's not.
Against the Rams, I'm sorry. Against the Rams.
Oh, wow. Yeah. When is JJ a free agent? Because he will definitely leave Minnesota. I don't doubt that. By the way, speaking of Justin Jefferson, got to put this out there. Remember I told you there's that Eli Manning undercovers thing on Prime where he dresses Baker Mayfield up as a hillbilly and he goes into this Tampa Bay fantasy camp and tricks everyone. He's done 2 more episodes. He does one with Micah Parsons.
I got to see this.
He dresses as this waiter named like Lenny Vandross or something. And he's at this Cowboys fan event serving drinks and food and stuff. It was really funny. But the maybe the funniest one is this one with Justin Jefferson, who dresses up as this photographer named like Darius Flory or something like that. And he's like, "Hi, I'm Darius," and oh my god, it's freaking hilarious. And he goes to this flag football thing as a photographer. Oh my god,
that sounds hilarious.
He keeps going. Do you know that the Minnesota state bird is the common loon? It's so funny. Like the voice he uses. Hello, I'm Darius. Oh my god, They have him take headshots of the team general manager and the coaching staff, and they don't know it's him.
What's the name of the show?
It's called Eli Manning's Undercovers or something like that. And there's 3 of them now. It's Baker Mayfield, Justin Jefferson, and Micah Parsons. And Micah Parsons was like a week before he got traded. And it's
on Prime. You said it's on Prime, right?
And the extra funny part of it is Eli Manning is hilarious too as the host. Like, because he always reads off the teleprompter stuff he's not supposed to. Like in one of them, he's like, "This is the part where Eli ad-libs football stories." You know, like it's so funny, man. It's so good. Each episode's like 25 minutes long. They're great.
I gotta check it. I'm gonna check it out tonight. I definitely will.
Jefferson. Mayfield's is awesome too, of course, because he's like dressed as this hillbilly with long hair and wearing Crocs and crap. It's like, I'm gonna put my Crocs in sports mode. And it's so good. It's like
check it out.
Yeah, it's the old Alan Funt kind of candid camera thing with using NFL players. It's so funny. I love it. And it's all based on that thing that, years ago, was it 3 years ago when Eli dressed up as Chad Powers?
Oh, that was hilarious.
Penn State, in which I also want to recommend the show Chad Powers based on that. It's produced by the Mannings and Glenn Powell from Top Gun. And I just finished it. It's 6 episodes. It's really good.
Okay.
So it's called Chad Powers, and it's based on exactly that Eli Manning sketch. So, yeah, it's really, really funny. All right, we got one last game to get to, and we'll do our picks, and I'll spin it anyway, as we always do.
Yeah, this game should be really exciting to talk about.
This was the Z-Quill Snooze Bowl. Yeah. This should brew after this one. What can you say? I think Dan Quinn's going to lose his job.
Yep.
In Washington. His fatal mistake, besides being 3-8, his big mistake was playing Jaden Daniels in a blowout game, getting the kid killed, and then saying afterwards, "Yeah, maybe I should have taken him out." Maybe.
Oh boy. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think I think it's over for him. They're I mean, Mariota played well.
Mm-hmm. He's played serviceable.
Yeah. Tua played fine. He didn't throw any picks. This was just, I hate these European games, by the way, too. They're just boring. Most of them are boring. I think the best one was the week before, the Atlanta Colts.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I agree. And, speaking of McCarthy, it might be Mike McCarthy who comes in here. Mike McCarthy might end up the Giants head coach. I think if you're looking for an established coach who's an offensive guy, he's the one. And, I always laugh about this when I talk to people at the gym. I'm like, there's 2 coaches who have almost the same record, have both won 1 Super Bowl. One's considered a Hall of Fame genius coach, and the other one's considered a borderline moron. Those 2 guys are Mike Tomlin and Mike McCarthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember you saying that last week.
They have like the same record. I mean, McCarthy's in coaching this year, so take this season away. Their records are almost identical. But Mike McCarthy is thought of as some kind of clown, and Tomlin's thought of as some kind of genius. And can someone tell me why? So,
9-8.
And Mike McCarthy beat Mike Tomlin head to head in the Super Bowl. Oh, by the way, so yeah. I mean, Mike McCarthy might end up in Miami. I mean, you've got the Giants, the Dolphins, the Redskins. There's a couple of teams here who are going to be looking for head coaches, and I think Mike McCarthy is going to get a job. So,
well, you were talking about JJ McCarthy. Here's one for you. If JJ McCarthy leaves Minnesota, who's he going to?
Well, he's going to be there for a while on his rookie contract, but who would he go to?
Yes,
he'll go to somebody who can fix him. He'll go to Sean McVay in LA.
Or you got the LA part. I was saying Harbaugh might pick him up.
No, with Justin Herbert? No.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about Justin Herbert, still relatively young.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah. No, I could see him going to the Rams because Stafford's only got a couple years left at the
That's
most.
a good point. I apologize. You're right.
So McCarthy's rookie contract will be up in 2 more years. That's 2027.
Okay.
He might. If Stafford plays 2 more years at the most. Yeah, I could see him going there. I could see him going to the Jets. I don't know. He'd have to go somewhere where he can play with it. Maybe Dan Campbell brings him to Detroit if Goff is done. I don't think Goff will be done by then, but
no.
So, all right, let me see, because I was negligent to get this week's schedule up. I gotta go get it here. My apologies. What am I looking for here? Come on. Holy crap, I have gigabit fiber and it's like thinking.
Put the phone down on the line.
Yeah. All right, I got it. So let's go here. Whoops. All right. I'm going to go to this instead. I'm going to go to FanDuel so we can see the point spreads. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's a Super Bowl. Where's this week's games? Games. There we go. All right. Let's see. I was 4-1. You were 4-1. Edson's not here.
Edson will make his picks on Tuesday.
He'll make his picks next Saturday when we're all back together.
Right.
I'll just mark him down for 5-0.
Right.
You're in first place. You get first dibs.
Okay. Green Bay, of course, over Minnesota. Baltimore over the Jets. Indianapolis over Kansas City. Philadelphia over Dallas, and the Rams over Tampa Bay.
Oh, I like those. I'm just quickly making mine. Here's my 3 so far I have. I'm taking the Patriots over Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be their 10th win and pretty much lock them up for the postseason, I would say. I'm taking the Bears to beat the Steelers in Chicago. The Steelers have only won in Chicago once in their entire history.
Wow.
Once. It was 1995, 30 years ago. Norm Johnson kicked a last-minute field goal to win the game.
Was that the game where somebody almost scored for the Bears and they held the ball out and someone from Pittsburgh knocked it out?
I think Greg Lloyd knocked it out, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I remember that game.
It was a slog. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was, Neil O'Donnell threw a couple picks, and that was the game where Greg Lloyd drew a line in the sand. Mm-hmm. After O'Donnell threw 2 picks and he drew a line in the sand, he said, "You cross this line, I'm going to kill you." On the sideline. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I'll take the Ravens. Look at that. The Ravens are like a 13.5 point favorite here at home against the New York Jets. What happens when the Jets play the Titans?
Nothing. Everyone gets free food.
What happens when the Jets play a Pop Warner team?
Everyone still gets free food and Prime.
Here's another big spread. The Giants in Detroit, 12.5. I don't see that. I don't see that. To your point, Jameis Winston, I mean, you get the full Jameis Winston experience every week. Mm-hmm. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. He has to match his interceptions and his touchdowns, but he can put up points. I don't see them losing by 13.
Nope.
Who knows? I'm in last place. What do I know? Yeah. Boy, there's some clunkers. Look at this. We got Cleveland and the Raiders. That's the Cottonelle Toilet Bowl, followed by Jacksonville and the Cardinals. Oh, my God. And Falcons and Saints. Oh, my God. There are some real pootser games.
Speaking of that, we'll be right back.
Oh. Wow. Where's he going? Without warning. Just gets up and leaves. That leaves me alone. All right, I got to pick 2 more games, and there's not too many good ones here. Let's see. How about I'll go with Seattle. That's an easy one over Tennessee in Nashville. Another 13-point spread. Wow. And one more. I'll go with Green Bay to put the final fork in Minnesota for the rest of the year. Where did he go? Wow. I don't know if I can vamp. I got nothing else to talk about. We did our picks. We covered last week's games. Oh, boy. Well, and it's this time where he does his shout outs and we get out of here. Here he comes. He's back. All right. Wow. I had to vamp while you left, and there wasn't much to talk about because we covered everything. So I took Patriots, Chicago, Ravens, Seattle, and Green Bay.
Okay.
Browns,
I'll do the
Browns over Raiders. I agree with that. I think Kenny Pickett should play this week. I think it's time to sit Geno down and
I don't dislike Geno. I think he's I don't know. I love Pete Carroll too. I like Geno. I like Pete Carroll.
I do too. I just it's not working. Just give him a week off if nothing else.
Right.
Just sit him down. Let him watch the game, and something's not right with him. Yeah, Geno will get sacked 6 times. Yeah, Myles Garrett. Yeah.
Right.
I can see that. Geno will get sacked 6 times. He might. He'll probably throw 2 or 3 picks too.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not playing well at all. He looks uncomfortable. He's lost his sense of the game. It's not coming to him anymore. Yeah, sadly, I think it's over for Pete and Bill Belichick and Chip Kelly.
No, Pete will come back. Pete will definitely come back.
I mean, I don't know. He is 75. He's a youthful 75, but he's 75.
Right.
All right. You got shout outs, right? And trivia?
Yes.
Get out of here. All right.
Yeah.
What are you doing first?
Let's do the shout outs first.
Rolling out to you. It's Bruce's shout out segment.
Okay. To Boop, safe travels going back up to New England. Please come back. Just come back. Boom, Uncle Gene and Chop, get well. Okay.
Oops.
And there was much rejoicing.
Well, I got the golf. I got the hand wave down perfectly with the
for
music.
that time, Bruce's trivia time.
Okay, what team has played in every World Cup in soccer? What team has been there all the time?
Manchester United. Are they even a team? I don't know.
No, Brazil.
Okay. I don't follow soccer. That's not a real
Okay, I'm
sport.
sorry. What team? Wow.
Him and
what
Danny
team?
Smith, Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Great.
Danny Smith, the special teams coach. He's got a wad of like this big in his mouth all the time.
What team has the longest wait for season tickets?
Which sport?
Football.
Dallas.
Green Bay.
Really?
Yep.
Gee, that's funny. I applied and got tickets right away. Oh,
Yeah, you were saying at the 40 or the 40. Okay.
Actually, it's funny because I put in for Steelers season tickets like 25 years ago, year 2000-ish, and they said it would be like at least a 30-year wait. Well, they came up this year.
Really?
And I declined them because you have to buy a personal seat license for each seat, which would have been $10,000 just for that. Then you got to buy the tickets. So I was looking at about 20 grand, and I'm like, yeah, to watch Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin.
No.
So I declined them. You'll get another shot next year, and after that, you forfeit them. And I'm like, just forfeit them now. I'm not going to buy them.
Yeah, I did that with Nick. When Nick was born, I put his name down the season ticket list for watching the Redskins. He said, "Oh yeah, you got a 30-year wait." 5 years later, you still want your season tickets? And Nick looked at me and goes, "Are you serious? They suck." I'm like,
yeah,
I guess not.
That means there's a lot of people dropping early, which is why I was 5 years accelerated. The only reason I really did it, my friend Paul told me to do it because when you're waiting, you're on the wait list, they give you special ticket offers. Like you can buy individual game tickets for, discount, or, you get access to them before the season starts. You get early access to playoff tickets, which worked the year they went to the Super Bowl against the Cardinals. I got tickets to both playoff games.
Wow.
Because I got pre-sale because I was on the waiting list. So, and I sold the the divisional round against the Chargers, and I went to the championship game against Baltimore. I was there when Polamalu picked off that ball and ran it back. And
oh, that was a great play.
The stadium was shaking, man. It was moving up and down. It was crazy. And I was on an aisle seat on the end where I was looking down at a sidewalk about 40 feet, 50 feet down. And I was like, please don't give way. Please railing. People were losing their freaking minds. Yeah.
Last question. What MLB player has won the most MVP awards?
Joe DiMaggio.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Yep.
How many was it? Like 5?
I think so. I didn't get the number. But I wanted to tell you something. I saw something on YouTube that you would really enjoy. Since we're both really big hockey fans, I saw a highlight. It was between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Boston Bruins from 1971. They're playing at Old Chicago Stadium. You talk about both teams being loaded. Boston had Bobby Orr, Phil Esposito, Johnny Busick, Dallas Smith, everybody. And Chicago had Bobby Hull, Stan Mikita, and all these. It was like, and we were talking about it this week. When I sent you the picture of the old hockey rinks, you talk about being a real hockey game.
Yeah, those, like I said, they look like cathedrals. They really did.
The original 6 is like the best of the best. It really is.
But it was it's like when I played beer league hockey, when you play the same 5 teams over and over again, it gets kind of dull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't know about that, Glinzer. That's a great thing, because there's nothing more frustrating than these scalpers that get pre-sale. They buy everything up and then they sell it for double. Yeah. Which I thought they were going to work on here, and that never manifested itself. So I looked it up real quick. Barry Bonds won 7 MVPs.
Wow.
Yeah. 90, 92, 93, 2001 through 2004. That's cray-cray. And what's even crazier, he's 61 years old now.
And he still has made the Hall of Fame.
He should. He was a Hall of Famer before he went to the Giants. He was a Hall of Famer when he was with Pittsburgh. No doubt. The guy was a phenomenal player. He had all the skill. He had everything. 5-tool player. Yeah. I think they're going to make an exception now, though, aren't they?
I don't know. But only thing I know is he had a hard road to follow when your godfather is Willie Mays.
I know, right?
And it's like, yeah, that's my godfather.
Yeah. Yeah. But one of the best players. I mean, he didn't need the steroids. He didn't. He wouldn't have 700 and whatever home runs, 762 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
If he didn't do the steroids, he'd probably be somewhere between 400 and 500. But that doesn't diminish the fact that the guy was freaking amazing.
He was good. And the bat wasn't that big either. He
would choke up on the bat, and he took walks. He had one of the best batting eyes in baseball. And steroids or not, you still got to make contact with the ball. So, yeah, the ball probably flew an extra 75 feet, but up until that point, you still got to make contact. You still got to work your walks. You still run the bases, and if anything, when he got bulkier, it probably slowed him down. So,
yeah, unfortunately, you and I know the story, the horror of steroids, when you read the Ken Caminiti story.
Yeah,
that was hard.
Yeah, it was awful. I think Pete Rose should be in. Clemens should be in. These guys were dominant before they did that. McGuire, it is what it is. When most of them were doing it anyway, the playing field was still level. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, I think in Barry Bonds' case, and maybe even in Clemens' case, they were surly guys that were bad to the media. They just people didn't like them.
Right.
Clemens, umpires hated Clemens. So I don't know. By the way, shout out to Roger Clemens. Let me find it real quick. I forgot to bring this up at Halloween time. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Roger Clemens. Media. Yeah, here it is. This is great. Let me share my screen real quick. Roger Clemens got mad props for this for me. He dressed up as Paul Stanley for Halloween. I'm a big Kiss fan, as most people know. So
that's pretty cool.
He combined several of my loves, baseball and Kiss, and Rocket was one of my favorite pitchers. With or without steroids. I loved Roger Clemens. He was great. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. I wrote him back. That's awesome. Good for him. So, that's all I got, if that's all you got.
That's all I got. Edson, happy Thanksgiving, and make your picks now, not later.
Right. We're coming up on Thanks freaking Giving. So, happy Thanksgiving to everyone watching.
For
watching. Glinzer, thank you as always for all these great statistics and notes to help us along. You should come in here one of these days.
Yeah, Glinzer, come on, bring it. Come on.
Send us a DM. We'll get you a link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless that's not your thing, but always appreciate you being there. And thank you to everyone who watches later on replays and whatnot. So, what am I doing? Oh, I'm ending this, aren't I?
You sound like John Schaefer. What am I doing?
What was I doing? Oh, right. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Get well, Chop. Get well, Uncle Gene.
Yes. Chop, your team's winning. I'm just saying it. So go easy on me next time I see you, Chop. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Enjoy the games.
Yes, I think no. Yes, the joyfulness is over. The joyfulness is over.
Thanks for watching GeekTime TV. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, make sure to check the little bell icon anytime someone from our network drops new content here. Want some GeekTime swag? Check out the merchandise available in the GeekTime TV store, linked in the channel description below. Share GeekTime TV with friends. And as always, thank you for your support. We'll see you soon.